What are you guys talking about?
I mean, I don't think it's been like too different. I mean, there's not really too much we can really do. We just try to move on and, realize that, Tuesday night wasn't who we really are, and, full credit to Clemson, but, that wasn't us at our best. So, we've really just come out last couple of days, just trying to move on to the next play, which is Louisville. There's so many games, you just got to move on to the next one, no matter if it's your biggest win or your biggest loss. So, we just got back in the gym and focused on them, look at how we can beat them, and, we've just been practicing that.
You mentioned their personnel. What in particular presents challenges for you guys in terms of defending them, and are there ways that you think that you can potentially maybe have more success than you did offensively against Clemson?
I mean, they got a few really good three-point shooters, obviously, with Nwora, McMahon. So, we're just got to try and take them out of the game and not give them any good looks to get them going. And, really, we weren't happy with our defense. Obviously, Tuesday night, we just let their best players kind of roam free and, get what they wanted. So, just really coming in, really trying to make teams uncomfortable, trying to take them out of their stuff. Be an aggressive defensive team and, really just get back to our identity of what we want to be known as, which is the best defensive team in the country.
With a couple of, wing players dealing with injury, and Joey and Wendell, a lot of guarding Jordan Nwora is going to go on you and Cassius. What's your mindset going into that matchup with, guarding him?
I mean, we got to attack him. We can't make it, we're on the back foot. That's how I thought we were with, with Amir Sims and Tevin last game. We just kind of didn't, attack him, and we looked like we were beat from the start. We got to come out and, play our defense. Understand that, we're not the only one out there, guarding him. We're going to have help with whatever happens. It's 5 guys defending as one. But we got to be the ones that attack him and try and keep him from getting the ball and not give him any clean looks, and really making it a frustrating night for him.
It seemed like also against Clemson, the team's passing on offense was kind of slow or sloppy at times, led to a lot of steals and turnovers. What needs to improve there, do you think?
Well, I think most of that just came from their zone. So we just kind of the zone stand us up like that. If anything, we should be looking to get stops on our end, and run it back before they can even set it up and try and get easy transition buckets. But nonetheless, if they do set it up, we got to try and hit the middle and get some paint touches, and not just kind of be standing up on the perimeter, not really making any plays. So yeah, we just need to be assertive, on both ends, and play hard and just make plays.
Jack, we saw at Clemson, Vernon kind of uncharacteristically, at least through the season, kind of settle for some of those jumpers. And we've heard and seen that he can shoot the ball, but that's not been him throughout the season. What did you see with him maybe different in Clemson that wasn't necessarily the Vernon we had seen to settle for that? Was there anything different, or?
I mean, it's hard to kind of put your finger on. I think he was settling a little bit, but as you said as well, we do know he can hit that shot, and if it is open, and if he's feeling good about it, then we think he should shoot it. We trust he's going to make it. But for him, he's been so dominant on the inside, on the boards. He had only 4 offensive rebounds on Tuesday night. He's working his ass off both ends. So yeah, I don't know if it's just getting a bit tired and just, as you said, settling, but you just got to keep fighting human nature to settle, and we just got to keep going on what's working for us. And him inside's been obviously a huge positive for us the whole year.
Yeah, he spoke at the beginning of the season about how it was such a learning curve for him to play in the paint predominantly.
Right.
We've seen some pronounced improvements with him almost each game. Can you talk about his personality, just him in practice, and why he's been able to make such big leaps where we've seen him make those?
I mean, first of all, he just has a great personality off the bat. He's a great teammate. He's a great guy to have around, and he's like a sponge. He's been working with Coach James and really a lot of the coaches every day to get that stuff down. And I've seen him since the summer improve his body a hell of a lot. And even though he's lost weight, he's stronger down there. He's as an 18, 19-year-old kid, to be going up against ACC bigs every game now, and what he's been able to do is a big credit to him. He just works and works. but yeah, you know, he's just still getting comfortable down there. But you know, the strides he's made, even what he's doing now, it's incredible.
Jack, both of these teams are, 5-1 in the ACC. This is, for, first place essentially. Game day is here. What do you tell the younger guys, being in this kind of environment tomorrow night, if this is going to be their first time ever experiencing what this environment's going to be like tomorrow night against a good team like Louisville?
Yeah, I mean, I think, the biggest advice I can give is be themselves. I think we have guys that are real comfortable with what they can do and guys that, all know that they can really contribute to us winning. So, just being themselves, playing their role and, just competing hard. If they compete, I don't think they're going to get nervous. We've already kind of proved that we can play on big stages like an MSG and at Michigan State or not. I don't think the pressure of, game day and, this particular matchup is going to, put guys on their back foot. But yeah, I mean, just, come in and be themselves, be hungry, play hard, talk, just all the things that we can control and, things will pay off for us.
Obviously a new year, new team, but looking back, is there, something that kind of sticks with you special about that big comeback win last year against Louisville?
I mean, man, it's just for us, to have that character and that persistence, being down at their place, it's obviously an incredible comeback. And, we know that left a foul taste in their mouth and, they're going to come in here and, really try and make a statement, with us. But, for us, coming off a loss, we're trying to make a statement ourselves. But I mean, if anything, from what last year's game shows us is, we have the ability to fight back. And yeah, we can't be counted out of our games.
Anything else?